Anthropic just shipped. Claude inside Slack, and everyone's calling it the future of AI at work. If you're a solopreneur or running a 3-person team, that launch is not for you. And I'll show you the math in a second. Most creators covering this drop are enterprise consultants who won't tell you the same loop runs on Telegram for $8 a month. By the end of this video, you'll know when Claude in Slack is worth $30 a seat and when it's a tax. I'm Lazar. I build these Tagabot loops for clients weekly. Let's start with what Claude actually does. Here's the whole Claude feature in one sentence. You tag the bot in a Slack thread. It reads the channel context, and it replies in thread with an answer that remembers what came before. That's it. That's the product. No new tab, no context switch, no copy-pasting from ChatGPT back into your chat tool. The AI shows up where the work already happens. And that distribution insight, meeting people inside the tool they already live in, is genuinely the right move. Anthropic didn't invent a new model. They shipped a loop. The loop is the product. Now here's what nobody covering this launch will tell you. That loop is not Slack specific. It's a pattern. 3 ingredients: a chat tool that supports bot mentions, a webhook that fires when the bot is tagged, and an API call to Claude that carries the thread context. Slack has this. Telegram has this. WhatsApp Business has this. Even Gmail threads have this if you're willing to reply to trigger. I've been running this exact loop in Telegram for months for a small ops team. Around 200 tag mentions a day across 4 group chats. A PI cost sits at roughly $8 a month. Setup was 1 weekend. Persistence lives in a SQLite file on a $10 VPS. Threaded replies, memory across days. The whole experience feels identical to what Anthropic just shipped. Let's do the actual math, because this is where it gets uncomfortable for the Slack version. A 3-person team on Slack Business Plus is around $15 a seat. Add Claude at roughly $30 a seat on top. That's $45 per person, $135 a month, $1,620 a year. Even on the cheaper Pro tier, you're clearing $1,000 annually just to tag a bot in a thread. Same 3 people on Telegram with a self-hosted bot and Claude API. $10 a month for the VPS, $8 for a PI, call it $100 a year all in. Same UX, same context awareness, same persistence, 0 seat licenses. So when is the Slack version actually worth it? 3 cases. 1. You're already on Slack Enterprise Grid with 50+ seats, and switching costs are real. 2. You have compliance requirements, SOX 2, HIPAA, audit logs, that Anthropic's managed integration solves out of the box. 3. Your team genuinely won't adopt a new tool, and Slack is where every conversation already lives. In those cases, $30 a seat is cheap. But if you're a solopreneur, a founding team, an agency under 10 people, or anyone who hasn't already committed to Slack, you're paying enterprise pricing for a pattern that costs almost nothing to replicate. Here's your practical takeaway for today. Pick one repetitive question you get asked in your team chat. Something like status updates, lead lookups, or invoice checks. Spin up a Telegram bot with BotFather, wire it to a small Python webhook on a cheap VPS, and route the message plus the last 10 thread replies to the Claude API. That's your minimum viable that's Claude clone. 200 lines of code. 1 weekend. Now the hot take. Anthropic priced Claude at $30 a seat because they're chasing the Slack Enterprise Grid budget, not the 2 billion people who work in small teams on Telegram and WhatsApp. That's a rational business decision for them, and a bad deal for you. The Tagabot loop is not a feature they own. It's a pattern the whole industry is about to copy, and the small teams who build it themselves this quarter will be a year ahead of the ones waiting for a vendor to ship it at their price point. If you want the tagger bot in your chat loop without paying the Slack tax, that's exactly what we build at BizflowAI.io. Telegram, WhatsApp, or Gmail versions wired into your existing stack. Hit subscribe and ring the bell so the next tier down finds you. And if you've got a workflow you want automated, book a free 30-minute discovery call at BizflowAI.io and we'll map it out together.